Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán is quietly trying to create an anti-Ukrainian coalition inside the European Union. Orbán isn't just looking for friends, he's actually trying to resurrect an old project, the so-called Visegrád Group. Formed in 1991 by Hungary, Poland and then Czechoslovakia, the V3 at the time aimed to unite the countries of post-communist Central Europe on their path to NATO and EU membership. And as you all know, that mission was largely achieved by 2004, with all the four countries now being firmly in both the EU and NATO. But still, I guess out of nostalgia or whatever, the V4 remained in existence, even though the original goal had already been achieved. But then Russia invaded Ukraine, and the illusion of solidarity within the V4 collapsed entirely. Poland and Czechia became Kiev's strongest allies, defending and helping Ukraine from day one. And Orbán, of course, has openly sided with Moscow. And as the media later uncovered, meetings of the V4 countries descended into shouting matches, open hostility. Still, Orbán wants to revive the V4. This time, according to sources close to him, it should be an anti-Ukrainian coalition. He may even be finding new partners to join him. And this time, Orbán simply cannot count on Poland. Unlike Hungary, Poland still remembers its experience with Russia. It remembers that it used to be occupied by Russian forces for a long time. And it doesn't pretend that it hasn't actively fought against Russia and that it hasn't seen the horrors that Moscow has brought. Unfortunately for all of us, Orbán may have much better luck with Slovakia and Robert Fico. Within days of taking office, Fico has halted all military aid to Ukraine, called the country totally corrupt and artificial, again repeating Kremlin propaganda, and for good measure, he's called the EU's sanctions against Russia madness. Czechia may soon become yet another voice of skepticism in the EU. Andrej Babiš is set to return as Czechia's prime minister. Of course, that's basically given at this point. He's now surrounded by open extremists and voters who will want to see Babiš deliver on his more aggressive anti-Ukraine remarks from the election campaign, and maybe even help Orbán resurrect some sort of a new V4 that will be more anti-Ukrainian than it used to be. But still, even though all this happened, reforming it may be actually more difficult than he believes. The stakes couldn't actually be higher.